Guardian Home Inspection performing a sewer line inspection for subject property 2326 Shreve Avenue, Simi Valley, California 93063. Property square footage 2048, built 1965, 5 bedrooms, 3 bath. I'm going through a clean out located at the front of the property, located west side. The clean out is a 4-inch ABS line. I have a hose here to aid my camera. So I'll let it run a little bit. So the property has 4-inch ABS and appears to be sloping towards the street, the west side of the street. The main line looks okay so far. I don't see any issues. Minimal corrosion. So the goal here is to get to the main city connection, the city saddle, as they say. I don't see any issues with the line so far. I do have a camera skid on, so it's pointing upward. I think that's what the skid is doing, so it's not allowing me to see the proper slope, but it looks okay. I'm going to run some more water, see the water slope. There's the water. It appears to be sloping properly. There's a clean out in the front. So that's located near the water meter. This is just like a accessory clean out that they install, which that's good. There's a little turn. I can maneuver through that turn. And maybe I'll lower my water pressure because it's coming in a little too hot. So this now, I think, transitions to clay, which is not an issue. Clay is still good. There's the transition. Appears to be clay, or I can't 100% tell you. There you go. Yeah, appears to be clay. So I'm still not at the city connection, so I'll see it once I get there. So I'm 50 feet out. That's just a little tree leaf or something. So the line still looks pretty good. I don't see any issues with the line, which is a good thing. Little turn. Get to that. All right, so that is the city connection right there, the city saddle. Right there. I'm going to shut the water off. And then I'll trace that line there, but that appears to be city. It just gets bigger. Now I can't even see. And I'll trace the line, see where that's at. But that's the city saddle right there. See how on the right side, it's showing a line coming from the right. So that means that is the city connection. So I'll leave it there and I'll turn my sonde on and I'll locate that, see where it's headed. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So that is the city connection. It's located in the street, 6 to 7 feet deep, and I don't see any issues with it. So now I'm going to come back dry with the camera and then just retract what I just did. So I don't see any breaks, any tree roots, which is a good thing. So you have the main line that's serviceable. So right now I'm just going to retract my camera back slowly, and then I might not even just talk anymore. I'm just looking at it, observing. And I will look at this video again at home because sometimes this picture doesn't show me everything because of the light on my computer. It would be a better picture. But I reached my goal to get to the city saddle, and see there, it appears to be clay pipe, but every connection looks good. You know, it's not perfect, but it's decent enough to get you through. There's another clean out at the main, the front of the property. Up top, a little test clean out. ABS. So they might have replaced this line, which is a good thing, because normally you see clay in a 1965 home. So they may have had some issues. I do see, like, they removed the tree in the front yard. It may have caused tree root intrusion, and they said, yeah, let's remove the tree and fix the line. I'm not sure, but you know, this is a good ABS line, which wasn't around too much in 1965. So all in all, it looks good. And the main line does have a two-way clean out, which what I'll do, I'll stick my camera the other way going into the property. Just as a favor, I'll do that. So I'll pull it out and then do that. So I'll be right back. I'll just pull this out and show you that it's still the same property. At the front, my video camera. Alright, so I'll stick the camera the other way. Be back. Alright, this is me going in reverse. So right here, it's cast iron, the main line from the house. You do have some visible corrosion, which is typical for the age of the property. So this is me going backwards into the house. The pipe looks good, you know, visible moderate corrosion, which is typical for the age of the property. Here's some more crud buildup. And then it might get tougher to push, so I'm not going to take it too far, but I'm going to see where I can go. And then my camera is going over, like, it's a couple of ridges that are, you know, corrosion and a little buildup. But so far I don't see any low slopes, bellies, where it's collecting water. Right there you do have a little belly, just as I say, see? And so now sometimes I get a little crud buildup. So there is a little bit of crud buildup, and a lot of times if it's coming off the kitchen, you get some of the grease buildup, things like that. Little treatment or so that's it. So that's one of those sanitary teas. It's all going to go. But you know, a little minor buildup, which is typical for this age of the property. There's a little dump on the top. So I don't see any breaks, tree roots, a little bit of belly there, but I think it's just because of the, you know, little corrosion or buildup there at the bottom. It's not excessive, but maybe later on you might have to just do a little hydrojetting, a little cleanup, as a recommendation, as maintenance, routine maintenance. It looks good so far. So all in all, this main line and underneath the house, it looks okay. I don't see any active issues, you know, because it happens quick. You're pushing your camera along, and boom, you'll get an occlusion, you'll get tree roots, you get damage. So right now, it looks okay. A little. Actually, so you do have a little bit of something there, a little tree root intrusion. Maybe a little chemical can treat that. So I'll note that. That's right at the connection from the house, right at the bottom. So that connection, a little damaged, you know, so you have a little bit of tree root or whatever that is, something growing there. I'm not too sure what that is, so I'll just note that. So it's right located right at the connection of the ABS from the cast iron. Alright, so I'm all done. Here's the house again.